Thursday today. I am so excited to be here with you, and I have a super cute project that I want to complete with you guys today. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. As you guys jump on, let me know that you guys are here. I can see some of you guys are jumping on. Hi guys. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with today's project. So I have our 9x12 double-sided board. So what we mean by double-sided is one of this is painted here. This back side is a wood grain. So you could paint it, you could reuse it, you could do whatever you want to with it, but this one is so much fun. So for today, we're gonna use this white side. We're gonna give it some really good distressing, some really good vintage vibes, and we'll see how our project turns out. I'm so excited. So today we're going to be using the Amazing Grace stencil and the church hymn stencil, and I am so excited. Sorry guys, we have a new camera and it is like moving and adjusting and it is crazy. So if I go in, if I go out, I apologize. We're going to test it out today. I hope our mic is working. So you guys let me know in the comments if it's too much. I'm so sorry, but it just kind of keeps fluctuating. So I'm going to focus on the project and not so much up here, but you guys let me know in the comments how that's working. Okay. Oh, and our mic is down here. So let's go ahead and get that on. All right. So let's go ahead and get officially started. So let's see with the camera if we can get this in frame. This is perfect. Okay. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I have a little bit of like petroleum jelly here, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on a paintbrush. We're going to put it on our wood here, and what we're going to do with it is it's just going to help us get that really rough, rugged look that we're going for. All right, so I'm just going to put it in a few spots where I want it to be easily sandable, if that makes sense. So it's just gonna go like in the corners. I think will be really cute. Some little pops on the side of the frame. And this just really helps it to when you're sanding in a few moments for your distressing, it just doesn't go on those places. It's really cool. So I will definitely show you here shortly. Now, I really am going for this vintage rugged look on here. So let's hope that we can achieve that. Okay, just a little bit more. And I'm not using a lot, guys, and it's just going right here on my little paintbrush. So hopefully this camera can get itself under control and we can get going on this. Okay, it's like one of those cameras that tend to try to follow you. If you guys know what those are, so you guys can see like I'll move and then it'll move. It's the weirdest thing. All right, so let's go ahead and do one more little dot here on the side. Now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and paint this. This is our 9x12, so you don't have to do this. I just wanted to give it really good vintage vibes, okay? So next thing that we're going to do now is we're going to paint it white. Now I have some Magnolia white paint here, and I'm just going to get a smidgen. Let's put that cap back on. Perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around and I'm going to paint the outside of the frame here. Okay. So let's go ahead and paint that outside. I think this is going to look so cute. I'm also not painting all of it. I want that really good distress look. So hopefully it'll come together in just a minute. Now what are you guys up to today? It is Make It with Magnolia Thursday for me. But what about for you guys? Are you guys on your lunch break? Are you at work? What are you guys doing today? More importantly, I think our question is, what fun do you have planned for the weekend? Any big plans for the weekend? We don't have any so far. Sometimes it's just nice to kick back and relax too. Hopefully the weather is nice. We've kind of had these like hot and cold kind of moments. What do you guys think? Have you had those as well? Okay, so now that we have our frame basically all the way painted, you guys can see that from there. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna give it a quick dry, and then we're gonna go ahead and sand it. Now this camera is really getting to me, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this off for a second. All right, so hopefully now I won't move. I apologize for that, making everyone super dizzy. So hopefully we'll stay right where we are. I liked kind of being close to you guys so I could see your comments a little bit more. But let's go ahead and let's do this. So the next part that we're going to do is we have to blow dry it for just a moment. And then we're going to take a little bit of sanding and we're going to distress it. And it's going to be really, really fun. Okay, so it's going to be just a little loud. So give me just a second. Okay, it's looking good, guys. Okay, let's see how that fares out. I might want to go over it with a little bit more white, but let's see. Let's pause and let's see how it turns out from the way we have it right here. I do like the look so far. So I have our sander pad here, and we are going to go ahead and we're going to kind of brush off the areas that we had our petroleum jelly on. It makes it really easy to come right off of there. The little places that we used. So cute. Oh, it's looking so good, guys. All right, we really wanted it worn and vintage looking. It does look that way. Let's get all of our little sanding items out of here. There we go. All right. Okay, so you guys ready to see it? I think I got everything out of there. Let's make a swoop here because we're going to want to stencil on here in just a second. Okay, so you guys can see that the little areas we put the petroleum jelly, they rubbed right off. So right now I absolutely love this look, but what I want to do is I want to make it more rugged looking. So remember we're using the Amazing Grace and the Church. So I'm going to use the Amazing Grace hymn, and then I'm going to use the Church as well to tie it kind of all together. So I want it really, really worn looking. Okay, so I have this little antiquing glaze here. So I'm not going to use too much of it, and I just have a baby wipe. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take it, and I don't want too much. And I'm going to go over the frame here. I'm going to push it around. I don't want too much. Just enough to give it that really ruggedy, worn look. Not completely white, right? Okay. Let's get just a little bit more of the actual wax. There we go. Oh, guys, this looks so cute. Okay. So this is exactly the look I was wanting. Now, with a little bit of that antiquing glaze, let's put that back on there because I'll get that stuff absolutely everywhere for being the messy crafter. Okay, so then we have it like this. So it's very rugged, very distressed. All right, now is the fun part. We're going to get to work on, let's go ahead, let's place our stencil. I'm like in between about how I like the frame. I really like it, but I think it needs a little bit more dark. What do you guys think? I have some dark, some ruggedness. We'll probably go back through and give it a little bit more grunge look, but how do you guys like the frame? I don't know if it's a little too light. I might want to go over it with a little bit of dark, kind of rustic, tie it together. What do you guys think? You guys let me know. Hey everyone, I see all of your comments. Hey Tori, hey Tanya. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's put our stencil on first, okay? So we're gonna put the first part of the stencil on and then we'll come back for the rest. So in the meantime, you guys put in the comments if it is too light. Do we wanna go dark? Do you guys like it the way it is? What is the verdict? All right, so I'm just gonna cut both of these right now because we're not gonna go ahead and use the actual sayings. I really wanted the church in the bottom corner. I think that was gonna be super cute. We're going to go on there with like a glittering black, and then this one is going to be with our tanned leather, okay? So let's go ahead and fuzz our Amazing Grace stencil. By the way, guys, how many of you guys just love this stencil? I've seen a couple of people being used lately, and I absolutely love it. So I'm just fuzzing our stencil here. If you guys have never watched this before, let us know below. Are you #new? I'm excited that you're joining us, especially if it's your first time. But I am fuzzing because you want to take a little bit of the stickiness of the stencil off. It will come back after you wash it and you let it dry. Oh, we got a little fuzzy here. Let's get some of these out of here while I'm talking to you. The reason why we do it is because you don't want it to be completely sticky, too sticky for the surface. You don't want to be yanking it off of there, having to tug. Might have to wash this little fuzzing towel because that picked up a lot of stuff that I did not want. Okay, so what I'm doing is putting the stencil on. I haven't pressed it down yet, so it is completely movable. Let's see. I think since we're going to have the church in the bottom, we'll go more on the top than on the bottom. Kind of split that difference a little. I'm just eyeballing and lining it up. Let's see how that's going to look. So now I'm taking the time to smooth out my stencil. You don't want any bubbles here. I might have that to the side. So let's go ahead and lift it up. Now, everyone knows that if you were working with vinyl, that would have been it, right? This is what makes these stencils so cool, is if you do not like the placement, you can simply lift it up and start it all over again. That is amazing. No recutting, no weeding. I hated that part the most about working with vinyl, is weeding the project. Now, let me take a look. My eyeballs are not okay today, so let's do this one more time. And I might fuzz that. You guys see how hard that kind of came up there? We don't want that. So let's go ahead and fuzz it one more time. So it's a little bit easier to get off of there. Okay, last time's the charm. So I'm really short, so I'm going to stand on my tippy toes here so we don't have to do it 3 times the charm. All right, split the difference. Let's go with this. Let's see how this one is going to look. It just needed a little bit of the tippy toes, guys. Now, people who have met me in person, I really am short. I'm very, very short. So don't hold that against me. Okay, we have a little bit of this black piece. Okay, so let's go with that. Perfect. Now, this doesn't have to be perfect, and if I'm being honest, I really would like it a little bit of like a grungy distress, like not everything being used. But we're going to go ahead and we'll stencil all of it, and maybe I will take our sanding brush and kind of rough it up a little bit after we're done. All right, you guys hear me pressing down. I think we have all of our bubbles. I absolutely like the placement. This is what we have going on. So what I'm going to be using to kind of tie it together is we're going to remember use that tan leather. Let's go ahead and get that opened. And then I'm just using a mini squeegee. Now I'm going to go top to bottom. I'm using the entire stencil the same color. And I'm just working little by little, and then I'm going to move my chalk paste around. So you guys will hear it scraping onto the stencil. You want to make sure your entire project is covered. So since I put this on kind of this white background, anything that's white that the stencil is looking back at you, you're just going to want to cover that. Now, I am going to give the credit to the words and the author and the music, notes, and everything else down here in this lower left corner. You can leave that out of your project if you'd like. And just have this. I think it'll kind of bring it together a little bit. I use the back of my squeegee as well. This kind of removes the excess of the chalk paste as I go. Kind of lays it on the areas that still need it. Now, if you've used this Amazing Grace stencil before, what have you guys used it on? What kind of projects have you made? I've seen tons of things. Tea towels. I've seen little white wooden blocks. I've seen it on the tote bags. I've seen it even on a few t-shirts even. I think it's an adorable stencil. All right, let's go ahead and remove it. Remove that paste. All right. If you guys are just jumping on, it is Make It with Magnolia Thursday today. I am super excited to be here with you. We are making a really distressed, old feel, Amazing Grace sign. I think it's going to be adorable. Okay, let's put our lid on our tan leather here. All right, are you guys ready to see the reveal? Hey everyone, hi guys, I see you guys jumping on. Hi Sandy. All right, so let's go ahead and grab this. So I work from side to side. I do not pull diagonally because it will stretch your stencil. And for this, I'm just working slow. I'm peeling slowly on the corners as I lift. Oh my gosh, guys, this is adorable. Okay, so I'm gonna hold and tug. And then we're slowly, it's not erase, right? So this one is super sticky, especially when you use it on wood surfaces with your stencil. Super sticky. And I don't want it to stretch, so just easy does it. Okay, we're at the very last. Perfect. All right, so I'm gonna put this off to the side. Leave it over there for now. And this is so cute. Okay, so this is what we have so far. And I think this by itself is so cute. But we need to do a little bit more to it. All right, guys? Can you guys see that from there? I think it is so cute. Okay, so we need to get it a little warm. So then we could put our church on here, okay? I'm going to go ahead and let's dry it. Almost done. Perfect. Now guys, I have to tell you, if you bought this heat tool in the past, you're going to want to get this one. So we have redone these heat guns, and they have twice the long cord, and it is very, very hot. So this thing gets super hot. And as you can tell, my project is already dry. And oh my gosh, okay? So I recommend you guys picking up a brand new heat tool, and you guys will not be disappointed. So I really want this rustic look, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have to go over some of these words just a little bit. I really want it a little bit grungy looking. Worn, tattered. All right, there we come. And I want to take all of our chalk paste off here. But I definitely want to give it this look. All right. Let's get those off of there. A little loud for a second. Okay, so can you guys see the little distressing that we did with it? Kind of looks a little bit more worn. What we're going to do is we're going to put our church on now, and then we're going to finish it off by doing just a little bit more. A little bit more. So hang with me to the very end. We are almost done. I greatly appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. I hope that you guys are having fun. Okay. I'm going to fuzz this guy just a few times since we already have chalk paste there. I don't want to lift it up too much. Now we use this tanned leather, which is like a dark brown. And this one I'm going to use kind of like a glittering black. I kind of want it to stand out a little bit. And I'm just going to put it down here in the corner, I think. But I want it, here, let's bring this towards me just a little bit. There we go. So I want to kind of split that difference on the bottom, not have it completely line up with the stencil. I want it to go a little bit further down. Okay, perfect. So now we have our glittering black here. So let's go ahead and open this one. We have a mini squeegee, and it doesn't take much at all for this little church. Isn't this just one of the cutest stencils? I've used it for some tea towels already, a little bit of our distressed block. I just think it is absolutely adorable. What have you guys used this on? Have you used it yet? I've seen it on some canvases, which is super cute. The tea towels, that little distressed sitter. Oh man, just the possibilities are endless. I think it would be super cute, maybe with a different saying too. I love it. Okay, so we're removing all of the chalk paste. Now I'm going to go up with this back side. Remove all of our lines and our bubbles. Let's put that over here. Let's put our lid back on, and we are almost done. Oh guys, it looks so cute. So cute. All right, what do you guys think about it now? It really just kind of makes that pop, but since I used a little bit of black, I really think that we need to do a little bit more distressing. When we took our vote earlier, what was your guys' recommendation? Especially looking at it now, do we distress a little bit more? I think we do. I think we do. I can't get past it, so let's go for it. I'm going to go ahead and dry this little piece real quick, so we're not sticking our fingers in it. Okay, perfectly dry. All right, now we're getting back into it. I think we have to distress. I really do. I'm going to bring some antiquing glaze up here. I don't think I want to go with any more black because I like the church the way it is. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to distress it a little bit more. Okay, so we have our wipe here. Now we're going to take this antiquing glaze again. You could probably do the same exact thing with a little paintbrush. I have some of those somewhere. Maybe I will, but I really want to really distress this. All right, stick with me. I know you're like, what are you doing? Stick with me. Okay, we're doing good, guys. Coming around a little bit more. Let's see. Want it too much? Oh my gosh, are you guys excited to see what we have going on? A little bit more warm. Show you here. Oh my gosh, it looks so good, guys. All right, and as you can tell, my chalk paste is not coming off. Love me some chalk paste. Okay, now what I want to do is I kind of want to go over a little bit of this frame too. I think it needs a little bit of darkness to come through, like a darker stain at the same time, bringing out that really rugged looking look. What are you guys thinking? Can you see it from there? Oh, it's looking so cute. Okay. Are you guys ready to take a look at it? I am so excited. All right, let's put this lid back on because I know this will go all over the floor if I don't. Let's put that over there. Okay, are you guys ready for the big reveal? I am so ready. I hope you guys are too. Now, what do you guys think? So we went ahead and we distressed it. We gave it that really good vintage, rustic, old world vibe. What do you guys think? You could always dress it up. You could put some flowers, maybe some like neutral flowers. You could put like maybe some jute up here to kind of tie it together. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this project. Okay, let's see if we can get you up a little bit closer. I hope you guys do too. I see you guys' comments coming in. Thank you guys so much. I had so much fun making this with you guys today, and I hope that inspired you guys to do the same. So these are all Magnolia products here. It is the 9x12 double-sided board. So the fun thing about these, remember, is you could always do something on this backside. Maybe it's seasonal, or maybe you're painting it, or you're doing something and you can flip your signs forward and backwards. These are so fun to be able to do. All different sizes. We have 9x12s, 5x7s, 11.5 by 11.5. There's tons of them. So these are so much fun to work with. You could stain it, you could distress it like we did on this front side. You could put half rounded beads. Oh my gosh, the possibilities are endless. So I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I think this project, which is absolutely gorgeous, I hope you guys did too. And we will see you guys next week. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day and a wonderful weekend. We will see you later. Bye, everyone.